Hello. In the previous video classes, we've seen lab programs that is coming under part B. Here, microcontroller and embedded system laboratory with the subject code 18 CSL 48. Here, this is the part A and part B partition is there in your lab experiments. Part A, we are going to see software part. By using Keil software, we are going to write assembly level programs and we are going to simulate that by using same software. In the part B program, we are going to execute hardware programs. 9 hardware programs are there. We are going to use evaluation board. That is, the evaluation board is the LPC 2148, that is coming under ARM7. We are using that evaluation board to simulate your program. We've seen this 8 programs in the part A, and we have 8 programs in the part B. In the previous video class, we seen about UART and DC motor. Now in this video lecture, we are going to see the stepper motor rotation clockwise and anti-clockwise direction, how to interface that. So we are going to use some of the devices in the lab experiments. One is a software part, that is a Keil software. Then another is a FlashMagic software. So Keil software, we are going to write our source code and we are going to convert that into hexa file. Once that hexa file is generated, FlashMagic will take that hexa file from your computer to your LPC 2148 kit. That FlashMagic software, we are by using FlashMagic software, we are going to dump that code into your kit. So here we have LCD screen, LED screen, and we have ARM core here. This is the ARM core. These are the interrupt switches and a hexa keypad. Then we have here buzzer, we have USB port, and here we have adapter, power adapter connection. Then also we are going to connect our stepper motor in this place. Let us start our experiment number 11, that is interface a stepper motor and rotate its clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. So you know about stepper motor that will rotate, that motor will rotate in step direction, that is stepwise. So in the previous video lecture we seen a DC motor. In the DC motor concept, your motor will rotate in continuous fashion. That means anti-clockwise or clockwise direction, that will rotate in continuous manner. But in this case, that will rotate in the stepwise. That is in discrete fashion, not in continuous fashion. This is in discrete fashion, that is stepwise. Now our aim is to interface that kit, that is a stepper motor kit, to your ARM LPC 2148 kit, and we have to perform operation that is to rotate stepper motor in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. So some of the required components for this experiments is LPC 2148 kit and power adapter with the Keil and FlashMagic software, also some interconnect cable and stepper motor device. So this is the general structure for your LPC 2148 here, and we have USB cable, then we have stepper motor here, then we have power adapter. We have to connect power adapter to this point. Here we have one port, and USB cable is connected from your computer to LPC 2148 kit in this port. That is a USB port here we have one side, another side from in your computer or laptop. So we have to use mainly two softwares. Both softwares are freely available in your internet, so we can download that Keel and FlashMagick, and just double click on Keel software, and we have to run your program. Once error is cleaned, we have to convert that in hexa file, that means a binary file. Then we are dumping that hexa or binary file from your PC to your LPC2148. This is the port we are using as a USB port. So when you are connecting a USB port from LPC2148 to your computer, you have that automatically that power is also transferred from your computer to here through this USB cable. So data also transferred, power also transferred from here to here. So no separate power requirement is there in this LPC2148. Another one is a power adapter required only for working of a stepper motor. So if you're connecting stepper motor, then only we need your power adapter here. Then here we have LCD screen that automatically baud rate is shown in the case of while after switch on this device. That means after connecting your USB cable to this device, automatically here in the LCD screen we are getting baud rate of this device. It is normally 9600. Now our program, that means the embedded system, that means we are writing our program in embedded C. That embedded C program you are going to write in Keel software. So Keel is the Microvision 5 version we are using in this lab program, and I will explain how to run your program in the case of Keel and FlashMagick, and how to dump that code in the kit, then how to see the output. Let us start experiment here. So before starting experiment, just I will tell you, switch on your computer, double click on your Keel software, then you have to connect your USB port from computer to USB port of the LPC2148, connect your power adapter to here, connect your stepper motor here. This is your stepper motor socket, just connect it to this point. So once this setup is over, now we will start our experiment. So first you have to open your Keel software. In this Keel software you will get one structure here. That means initially we are getting one screen here. So that means someone is already worked here, you can see. So we have to create a new project by closing this project. So first go to project, then click on close project. So previously working project is closed, so now you have to start new project. So click on project and go for new project. So now once you click a new project, then I will get one screen here. So you have to give your project name, that means whichever project you are doing. So is that stepper motor, means directly you can write stepper motor without any extension. You can write here stepper motor, then you can save. Once you saved, you will get another window here. There you have to select your device, target device. So click on software packs, because in the software pack I won't get my device. So that's why instead of software pack, just click on that, then I'm getting another one, that is a legacy device database. So you click on that. Then you have to type here, in this part you have to type LPC2148, because our target device is LPC2148. Just type that, automatically you are getting that device here, that is under NXP company, they developed that. So you will get that LPC2148 here, and that is a ARM7 device. And just click on that and click on OK. Then you are getting another window there that asking so library file is required or not. Yes, we need library file because we are writing embedded C program, but that is not required for your assembly level program, whatever we written in the part A. Here we need that, so you have to click on yes. Then that startup.ts code is added in your target device. So once you click yes, then you have to go for file and click on new. then write your code. So whatever your stepper motor code is, just type that code and then save that program. So while saving, just go to file and click on save, and you have to save in the .c format, because we are writing in embedded C. That's why you have to save in .c format. So that .c means your file name .c. You can write stepper motor .c, then click on save. So where you have to save means whichever folder you taken or you considered to save your project, in the same folder you have to save your program also. So go for that and save. Then here source group 1, you have to go for source group 1. So just verify that your startup.ts library file is added or not. If that is added, just right click on that, then add existing file to group source 1. That is already existing file is there, some file, that means some program you stored in some folder. So you have to add that program in the source group 1. So existing file you have to add. So add existing file, click on that, then search for your program where you saved. So in the .c format you saved, so here in the file type just search for C, just click on C source file, then you will get all the C type files. Then whichever your file, select that and click on add. Once you click on add, then you will get that file here. In the case of source group 1, you will get that file. So now once that file is added, you can click on close. Then you can go for target. So how target, right click on target and click on right click on target, then option, we are getting only option for target, click on that. Then we are getting another window here. First you have to select a device, NXP LPC2148. So if that is selected, go for target. Initially we have to go for device, then target. In the target, here initially in use microlib library is not tick, so now you have to tick that and verify is that clock is 12 or not. Clock should be 12. If that device is connected, that is automatically loaded in this place. If device is not connected, you have to type here 12. Then click on next output. Next, after target we have output, click on that, then we will get this one. So here initially create hex file is not tick, so you have to tick that. Then click on linker. Here we have linker, click on linker, then you will get this screen. So here initially use memory layout from target dialog, that is not tick, so you have to tick that. Then after linker we have immediately another called debug. There initially we have tick mark on use simulator, so just remove that tick mark from use simulator and put tick mark in opposite side, that means here. Then once this is over, you can click on OK, then go to project and you have to check for errors. So error in the code, so that's why you have to go for build target. Shortcut is F7 in the keyboard, so click on that. Then you will get here bottom of the screen, here you will get one error or not. Yeah, no error, zero warning. Then another message we are getting, creating hex file. Meaning of that, we clicked on option, right there we told create hex file. So hex file is created, there is a binary file for your code. So now that binary file is ready for execution. So minimize that previous Keil software and double click on FlashMagick software, that is also freely available. You have to install that, and in that software, so first you are getting select device. So you have to click on select device, and you have to select your device. Our device is LPC2148, that is coming under ARM7. So go for ARM7 and LPC2148, click on that and press OK. And here COM port, communication port is required. Communication port means your computer and your LPC2148 kit, how it is communicated, communication through which port, that is required, that port number is required. So that is available in the device manager. Device manager is available in either you can go for start window, there you can type device manager directly, or you can click on control panel. Control panel also we are getting device manager. Another option is right click on this PC, or in the desktop you are getting one option, this PC or my computer. There you can right click and go to manage. There you can go for device manager. Inside device manager we have to go for port. We have one option called port. So in that port we have to see which port is connected to USB port. That means you already connected USB from your laptop or computer to LPC2148, that is through USB port, that means USB wire. So which communication port is allocated to your USB? So that communication port you have to select here in this case. So that communication port, so here a lot of communication ports are there. So that whichever port is allocated for communication between your hardware and your laptop, that communication port you have to select here. Then verify, just you have to verify baud rate. Initially it is 9600, don't change that, it should be 9600. Then oscillator frequency, here in terms of megahertz you have to mention, that is a default for kit we have 12 megahertz. So you have to type here 12. Initially we don't have, initially blank, so your job is to type 12. Megahertz is default, so 12 you have to type 12. And out of here two things, erase all flash code and erase blocks used by hex file. Out of these two, tick, you have to tick in any one of this. Okay, here also we have to bracket that here out of this we have to tick any one of this, either verify after programming, better to tick on this itself, verify after programming. And here you can click on erase flash code, that is the first one. Then you have to go for browse. Here in the case of browse, once you clicked on browse, you have to select your hex file, where that hex file is saved. So somewhere in the your folder, in your folder itself, that hex file is saved. Which hex file? We already created hex file in the Keil software. That hex file we need to dump inside the kit. So you have to search that hex file, then click on open, then you will get here path of hex file. Then click on start. When you click on start, then program is loaded, that means program is transferred from your laptop to your LPC2148 kit. So here we have path, your program is loaded. Once that program is loaded, so your kit, that means your device, your stepper motor device will rotate. Here we have rotation part, so that will rotate. So either clockwise or anti-clockwise direction it will start rotation. So initially in the code itself we already set some of the keys. Here we have interrupt keys, all interrupt keys. We are going to set some keys for to run clockwise direction, some key for run. That means either we are going to select two keys. Here in our program we selected two key. One key is for to rotate clockwise, another key is to rotate anti-clockwise. If you are pressing that key, your stepper motor will rotate in clockwise direction. If you are clicking on another key, that stepper motor suddenly rotate in anti-clockwise direction. Here thing is that will rotate in stepwise. So one time we have 1.8 degree rotation. So one step means 1.8 degree rotation. So totally 200 to not one rotations are required for 360 degree. Now that rotation in clockwise and anti-clockwise we have to show it to your faculty or examiner. Now this is about your interface of stepper motor and rotation in the clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. And in the code we can change speed of this rotation. We can increase the speed, we can decrease the speed, and we can go for number of steps. That means particular number of step also we can rotate. That means 8 number of steps, 10 number of steps also we can do that in the code. So code is very simple. There we can edit that and we can do whatever changes we need. So this is about experiment number 11. Thank you.